Hey guys, it's Akshut here from Codewith Akshut, and today in this video lesson we would be learning a mind-blowing thing which would amaze you all. So today we would learn about one property and how to style buttons and links, and more about it would be discovered in this video. So you are requested to watch this whole video to learn more about it. Before starting this video lesson, I would tell you to subscribe my channel, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to comment below. So let's start. I have opened VS Code and my folder on which I was working, and first thing, as you know, I would do is I would click this button of new file. Oh sorry, I would go here and then click Akshut 23.html. So this is my new file that I have created. Also, I would be turning on the live server for once. So live server is also on now, and now we would start our session. Okay, and we would start coding HTML and CSS. First, the thing we would do is we would put the exclamation mark that the boilerplate we would use. So let me discover the thing that we are learning today, and that thing is pseudo selectors and styling links and buttons. Okay, I suppose it would be updated. Next, I would do the first thing, which is I would go here and before that also I have one more thing to do. Would add the style tag here for my CSS coding. You can also use the external CSS, but I don't suggest inline CSS. Now here I would add a div here for the basic template we would be using, and it would contain the class as box. Box is great. Next we would add some content here containing an h1, and we would copy this heading from here. So this would require your all of the senses to be attentive at this point, as we would be learning a new thing, and if you don't learn it, then it might be difficult for you to again learn it. And also, if you lose this session, then it might be that you aren't able to see this again. Okay, next I would create the p tag, in which I would put some dummy text. So lorem is for the dummy text. I would put 989, and I would go here, command palette, and toggle word wrap. Toggle word wrap. Would save it and check if it works. It's working correctly. So now here I think this is a div container that we have made. Here we are going to add some a tags and some buttons. A tag stands for link and a button. So it would not show it completely because we don't have any text in it. So I would type here what should we do? We subscribe. I think we can do read more here, and here we can do subscribe now. Let's see how it's looking. Yes, now it's great. So in the ref we would leave it like this only, and here we would start our CSS now. So in the CSS, what we would do, we would put the div first, we would format it a bit, and in this I think we should first add a background color here. Background color aquamarine, then color is or I can do one thing, I can do it white, and this as black here. Let me check it. Yes, we would have to format these links and buttons, so we would do it later. Here we have done this. We would add a border of this color, 2 pixels solid. Yes, 2 pixel is pretty small. I would do it 7 pixel. Yeah, it's good. Now padding, I would add 10 pixel. The margin, I would do auto for aligning it in the center. Width, I would do 75%. Okay, and here, or I should target it by a box. Yes, and text line center. Okay, so I think this is done now here. Next, let's move on to, also we have to add some fonts here. So font family, let's find a new one this time. I think this one would be great. Yes, pretty great. Here now we would target our buttons and links now. Okay, so first we would style some of our buttons and links for like it to look the same. Okay, first I would change its color, text color, or the one thing I would do is background color, dark golden rod, and color I can do black. Yes, let's check. Yeah, it's looking good. Same applies here. Yeah, so now you can see here these both are not same. It is having a border. So let's go and remove that also. Border, none. Okay, so these both are looking pretty good. We are not making a particular site. We are just learning pseudo selectors and how to style links and buttons. So we wouldn't go so much in depth of CSS, but we would just learn what we have to do in this lesson. Okay, so border we have done now. And next I would add some padding here, and I can do one thing. I can, yeah, padding 4 pixels. Yes, and next I would add font size 15 pixel. Let's check it. Yes, font family cursive. Okay, and text decoration. I would have to remove some lines also. This from here. Yes. Now they both are looking the same, as you know, and I think these are pretty good style. Let's add a link here now for our link here. Yeah, it's working. So let's go to our first pseudo selector. So basically pseudo selectors are selectors which target a particular what can you say, particular element of the web page, and like they only apply on action which is done by a user. Okay, so for example I'm adding the hover pseudo selector. So the syntax for it is the element here. So element shouldn't be a class or something, then this colon, and then the pseudo selector that we are going to use. So I would add this here. So this basically means that if this element is hovered by the user, like if I hover this, then what should happen? So we have to like target it. Also I noticed one thing, that we have to make these both cursors pointer. Okay, cursor and pointer. Let's see. Yes, so when this A tag would be, the A tag or the link would be hovered, and what should happen? Let's target it. So background color should change to white and color should change to brown. Okay, let's try. See, as you can see, when we are hovering on it, it's changing its colors. Yes, so it's changing the styles that we have written and targeted in our CSS. Okay, so this was our hover one. We can also target it by like background or border to be 2 pixel solid. I would add yellow here. No, yellow isn't looking good. Yes, it's pretty good. The same way we can do with this button. Okay, so like it's pretty good for hover now. I would copy this code for the button and we would test it. Okay, so there are basically many elements here, many pseudo selectors, but we would learn some of them and rest you can explore them. So as you can see, it is changing its styles when on hover, and the hover part is targeted. Next we are learning about like some pseudo selectors work on some only and some work on some. So like here I would do visited. So what would happen with this? Like if the link is visited, like if I visited this link, then it should change its color. Okay, so I would change it to color red. Okay, like in general it should be black, but it's red because we have visited it. And if I change it to Microsoft, as you can see, it's not red, but as we visit it and refresh it, oh yeah, I think there is some issue in this, so we can leave this. So what we can do is we can add another link. Which should I add? Any site which is very good. So I would add GoDaddy. GoDaddy is a domain registrar. GoDaddy.in. So like first it's not visited, but if I visit it, it's visited as the color changed. So this was another pseudo selector, like it's not looking pretty good here. So I would change all of its like colors here. So when it's visited, it should change its background color to sandy brown. Okay, this is just like prototype that we are making, and not the CSS that we are doing exactly for designing it. So I think you understood how it would work. Okay, like if this is already visited, then only the border would apply on the hover part, as you can see here. The same we can't do for this because it can't be visited unless it's not having a link. We can still try it, button if visited. Yeah, it's still there, but it won't be validated. Okay, so I think this was another selector of pseudo selector. Next is active. Okay, active would work on the button also. So what is active? If we have holded it, or if this is in call to action, then it would like change its color. So background color to blue, border to 3 pixel solid orange, and let's see. As you can see, when I holded it, when it's like ready to go in the call to action, it changes its styles. So this is our active part. Like if I would show it on the button also, I would control C and add it here, button. As you saw here, it changed its styles. Like here, if I'm hovering on it, it's changing, but if I'm clicking on it, if I'm going to click it, then it changes its colors and styles again. So this is the beauty of CSS and pseudo selectors that we learned today, and there are plenty of many selectors like button if we go, and this. So this. Okay, so these are many selectors here. Okay, so you can research about them and see what happens with what selector, and these would help you very much. Okay, so I hope you have understood how pseudo selectors work, and like this is also working. So in the end, I would say to subscribe my channel, like this video, share this video and comment below. And if you have any doubts, then you can comment below this video, and you can also mail me on my mail ID, and you can join my groups for recent updates that I put, and you can keep my channel subscribed and access its playlist from here and bookmarking them for like much more information. So I hope you liked my video, and we would then meet again soon. So bye, I would meet you soon.